Like lots of kids, he loves baseball.
Nice job, Gavin!
But this slugger is in a league of his own.
Nothing really stops me.
Well, once in a while, we're able to tell a story that doesn't necessarily need to be in the headlines.
Yeah, but it's something that you might want to hear how inspirational it is. And that's exactly the case for a Chesterfield Township family.
And as Nick Monticelli reports tonight, more specifically, the inspiration of an 8-year-old little boy.
Oh, Mom. No.
Perfection is one of those things that, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. 8-year-old Gavin Azzopardi will tell you he has a perfect life despite his non-perfect hand. His mom and dad, Laura and Keith, noticed it seconds after he was born.
I remember she looked at me and she's like, "What's wrong with his fingers or his hands?" And I just looked at her and I said, "I don't know."
It would take 6 months to figure out that Gavin has symbrachydactyly, a rare birth defect affecting 1 in every 32,000 children. But if you ask Gavin, it barely affects him at all, even when new friends at school ask.
They always ask what happened to your fingers, then I have to tell the story over and over again.
Of course, there were concerns like how would he eat or write?
Is this something that we're gonna have to deal with forever? And I want him to have a future and I want him to move on and go to school, and that's what you dream about with all your kids.
Oh, come on.
But many of those went away the moment this happened.
And he picks it up and wants me to pitch to him. And I'll never forget that first pitch, and he swings, and I'm like,
Yeah, he didn't
that's why we did it.
It was a surgery that would allow him to apply better pressure for a firm grip. Add that, with an apparent affinity to baseball.
By the time he was fully talking, I mean, he knew the lineup of the Detroit Tigers better than us.
And this
Nice job, Gavin!
Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here.
was absolutely no surprise. There was one challenge, though, as the game got harder.
It's more force. And he would catch a line drive and then his mitt would fall off. So we're like, oh, he got it! And then, oh crap.
If it was hard, my glove would fly off.
The solution came from Wilson, a baseball mitt manufacturer, which agreed to make a custom mitt for free.
So instead of the 4 fingers that a typical mitt has, Wilson customized it to his hand.
It wasn't long before Gavin was on the mound pitching.
Good job, buddy!
So now it seems like those "how can he do this" concerns
9-0.
were trivial.
Dude, it's 9-0.
Now that we look back on it, we're like, how silly were we?
Yeah.
Because nothing stops him or any of the kids that have an upper limb difference. I mean, these kids are amazing.
Nothing really stops me from doing it. I can try and fail, then maybe try again another time.
Perfect hand or not,
Come on, Connor!
I think it's safe to say with a spirit like that, Gavin is redefining perfection. In Chesterfield, with photojournalist Matt Wilson,
Nice job.
Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
That's it, buddy.
Great job.
Well, Gavin and his family are also part of the Lucky Fen Project, which connects local kids with similar birth defects. They say the support for their families and others has been outstanding. And you can learn more about that group on the Scene on 4 page of clickondetroit.com. But how about Gavin?
Yeah.
He's not fazed by anything. He lives his life to the fullest, and we could probably learn a lot from that
That was
kid.
exactly what I was going to say. As adults, we can learn from him.